Got you. Same poem, same ache, just broken into 3 word breaths. Slow, heavy, deliberate. I never knew missing someone could hurt like this. Not like a bruise you notice when touched, not like a wound that bleeds and announces itself, but like a quiet gravity that pulls everything inward until even breathing feels heavier than it used to be. I miss you in ways I don't have language for, yet I miss you in the pauses between thoughts, in the half seconds before sleep, in the reflex of reaching for my phone just to see your name as if it could anchor me to something solid. Again, you are my peace, and I didn't realize how loud the world was until you weren't here to soften it. Without you, even silence feels unfinished. I wake up every day with your absence already waiting, sitting at the edge of the morning like it got there before I did. The sun rises anyway. How dare it spilling light across a room that doesn't know your footsteps anymore. I move through the hours like someone underwater. Everything slowed, distorted, distant. People talk. Life continues, but inside me, time has decided to misbehave, stretching minutes into miles, turning days into something unrecognizable. Distance is a strange kind of cruelty. It doesn't scream, it doesn't threaten, it just stands between two hearts and lets longing do all the damage. I miss you in the smallest ways, the kind that sneak up on me when I least expect them, the way I want to tell you something stupid and trivial, and then remember I can't just lean over and say it. The way my laughter feels incomplete without your voice weaving into it, the way my hands feel useless with nowhere familiar to rest. You are my joy, not the loud, explosive kind that demands attention, but the steady warmth that made everything else feel survivable. With you, even bad days had edges that softened. Without you, good days feel like they're missing a color I can't quite describe, but always recognize when it's gone. I never knew love could stretch like this across miles, across screens, across nights that refuse to end. I never knew the heart was capable of reaching so far and hurting so deeply at the same time. Some nights I lie awake counting imaginary distances. How many roads between us? How many skies? How many versions of me are learning how to miss you in slightly different ways? I think of you moving through your own world, your own hours, your own thoughts. And I wonder if you feel this too, this constant tug, this quiet ache that lies just beneath the surface of everything. I replay memories like the sacred texts, the way you looked at me when words weren't necessary, the way being near you felt like finally exhaling after holding my breath too long, the way time behaved differently when we were together, as if it respected us enough to slow down. Now time feels cruel again. Now it rushes past me or drags its feet or loops back on itself just to remind me that you're not here. I talk to you in my head more than I should. I imagine what you'd say, how you'd smile, how you'd pull me closer. If distance weren't such a stubborn thing, sometimes I swear I can almost feel you, a ghost of warmth, a memory pretending to be touched. Missing you isn't just emotional, it's physical. It lies in my chest, in my shoulders, in the way my body keeps expecting you to be where you're not. I carry you with me everywhere, like a song stuck on repeat, like a promise I refuse to let fade. Even when I'm surrounded by people, there's a quiet part of me that's always looking for you. You are my peace, and being without you feels like standing in the middle of a storm without shelter. The world feels sharper, the nights feel longer. My thoughts circle you like they're afraid of landing anywhere else. But even in this ache, even in this distance, there is love, stubborn, relentless, alive. Love that counts seconds like they matter. Love that believes in again. Love that refuses to let distance be the final word. I am counting every moment, every sunrise that brings me one day closer, every night survived, every heartbeat that insists this waiting means something. I imagine the moment we're close again, not just near, but together, the way the world will snap back into place, the way my body will remember what it means to feel whole, the way all this longing will finally have somewhere to go. Until then, I hold you in my thoughts, in my words, in the quiet vows I make to myself when missing you feels unbearable. I tell myself this pain is not empty, that it's proof of something real, that love this deep doesn't disappear. just because space exists. I never knew missing someone could hurt this much, but I also never knew love could be worth this ache. So I wait, I count, I endure because you are my peace. You are my joy, and even across the distance, my heart knows exactly where it belongs.